longer limited to classrooms and textbooks. It is evolving into a dynamic ecosystem of research, technology, engagement, and lifelong learning. In this global transformation, educators who combine academic depth with practical training experience are shaping the future of education itself. One inspiring academic journey is of Mr. Zahoor Khan, a researcher and educator currently pursuing a PhD in higher education from Huazhong University of Science and Technology, focusing on students' engagement, learning, and developmental outcomes. With multiple master's degrees in education, management, English literature, TEFL, and education, along with with years of teacher training experience at AFAQ and PELICS Educational Complex, Batkhela campus. This profile reflects a powerful blend of scholarship and real world education leadership. This global dialogue explores his academic journey and the evolving future of online education with meaningful questions, answers, and real life examples. This is Fazal Qasim, the CEO of Global Dialogue Series, PELICS Educational Complex, and the proud trainee of Rehan AI Teacher Training Institute. Welcome to the Global Dialogue Series, Mr. Zahoor Khan. Welcome to the Global Dialogue Series.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks so much.
Zahoor Khan, could you please introduce yourself briefly?
Okay, I'm Zahoor Hassan, currently pursuing my PhD from Huazhong University of Science and Technology, Wuhan, HUST Wuhan. And my major is higher education, and my specific field in research is students' engagement in learning and development outcome. I'm working on it.
Wonderful. Excellent. So you are a researcher and educator currently pursuing a PhD in higher education with a focus on
Yes,
student engagement and learning outcomes.
yeah, yeah.
Why is PhD research important?
Uh, uh, every individual has its own perspective, but according to my view, it is you dwell into the deep the root cause of a problem, and you try to find solution for it and contribute it to the world. So in generally in the bachelor or in the master, we study surface, we do surface learning, but in PhD you have to dwell into that specific problem and to find a solution for it. That is why it is important to do a doctoral study.
Wonderful. What is student engagement in education?
Student engagement itself is not a specific thing. It has many dimensions. Like we can say there is a learning engagement. In learning engagement, then there are different constructs. Like we can say course engagement, classroom engagement, teacher-student interaction, student-student interaction, and there are many other parts. Many researchers have identified different domains of it. So it is like the interaction of students with the learning material or with the people or with the environment.
Great. Could you please pronounce the name of your university?
Yeah, Huazhong University of Science and Technology. It is also called Huake or HUST.
Okay, Huacheng. Huacheng.
Huazhong. Yeah, Huazhong.
So why is Huacheng University significant?
Um, it is in research specifically. It is under top 10. Last year it was on 8th position in the world ranking in research. It is a research top university, and in the overall ranking in the world it is under 100. So that is why it plays a very important role in education and research.
One Wonderful. How many master's degrees do you have?
Uh, Actually, I did masters in education. I also did in management in English literature, as well as in TEFL.
Wonderful. So you have got dimensional experiences from different
Yeah,
dimensions.
from different. Yeah, yes, sir.
Great. Why is TEFL important in education?
Uh, if I tell about my views, so English and TEFL both important for person and specifically for the educationist. TEFL, if you go abroad to any country, so they don't care about your major specifically, like masters or bachelors. But when you are going to professional work, they just recognize it is a recognizing. You can say diploma or the masters are. It is a kind of license. You are allowed to teach in any part of the world if you have this degree.
Yeah, of course. So TEFL, it improves English language teaching skills globally.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, indeed.
How does management education help teachers?
uh, Management is about it plays different roles. Like management is a very broad term, but specifically it allow teacher to manage the curriculum, the classroom. If we talk about the teachers or educationists, and how to control the classroom environment and how to control the curriculum to teach in a proper way.
Yes, of course. And it also improves your leadership skills, organizational
Quality,
skills,
yeah,
or
yeah,
decision making skills.
yeah.
Wonderful. What is the importance of English literature in education?
Uh, about the literature, it trains analytical reading, interpretation of complex text, is also articulation of well structured arguments. So it broader your mind. You see the material, learning material in different way, a very critical way, so you can get the proper meaning of it, and you can utilize it in your proper in your teaching and learning process.
Wonderful. So you mean to say that it develops critical thinking skills, communication, and creativity.
Of course, of course.
Why is teacher training experience valuable?
uh, as a teacher, you see the student differently, but as a trainer, you see the learning environment, teaching and learning process on completely different way. For example, I've been a trainer, so I had to train teachers, like those teachers which have had years of experience. So
Mhm.
how will you teach them how to teach? Like you have to prepare for that, and in a way we can say there is a saying that teach once and learn twice. So it improves all your abilities, and you see the environment, the learning environment, the students in a completely different way. It enhances everything, like it makes you more than a teacher.
Great. Wonderful. What does AFAQ experience represent?
AFAQ, it is a very good organization. It is Association for Academic Quality in Pakistan, and it has more than 1,000 employees which are working in research and training. They have more than 200 employees, and they specifically working in education sector. They are training teachers. They are writing books for that. The curriculum they are designing. So my experience with them, like for 4 to 5 years, it enhances my capability of teaching and learning process, in like it enhanced my overall growth of according to the teaching and learning process.
Wonderful. And what does PELICS experience represent?
If I say PELICS, like back in 2014, uh, I was not the person I am now, because it completely changed my personality as well as my journey of education. I just suggest two things to all the people, all the students. Like, you have to learn two things in this current era. The first thing is you have to learn language, and the second is you have to learn technology. Like, I learned these two things. I learned Microsoft Office in 2003, and that is helping me after 20, more than 20 years later. It still helps me. Nowadays people are learning different softwares, but I have started my journey in 2003. And in 2014, when I was not the person I am now, but since I learned language at PELICS, and then I taught there for a few years, so it completely changed my personality. And I would say, if I didn't join PELICS as a student, so maybe I would not be here as a PhD scholar now.
Okay, that's great. Wonderful. So we are proud of you.
Thank you, thanks, sir. Thank you.
Yes. How does research improve education systems?
Yeah, research is, as I stated before, is like, as a PhD scholar. Research is a system, or is a process. You diagnose a problem in a system. Like, for example, in education, we first diagnose a problem, that what kind of problem we facing, and then we go to research and find the solution for it. So in every developed country, or in every high level countries, they do research. They spends money, time, and resources on research, and that is why they are improving day by day. But unfortunately, in our country, we don't focus on research that much.
They identify the problems and then they they integrate it with industry so that
Yeah.
industry and the academia try to solve the problem.
And if I talk about my current university, so like in Pakistan, the students, they first graduate, and then they go to industry. But in China, in the bachelor, the industry come to university, and they work together with the students. And later, in the PhD level, the industry give problem to the students, to the school, and then they together with the supervisors find solution for it.
This is the right way because
Yeah.
they will be able to integrate their theories into practice.
Yeah,
Theories
of course.
implementation is important. If I learn a lot of theories and I don't know how to implement my theories into practical life or real life, that is useless.
Yes, sir. That is true.
Why is multidisciplinary education important?
Uh, Multidisciplinary education is important in this way. Like, these days, most of the students, they are focusing only on one area. Like, they just limited to a very specific field. But back, if we go to few hundred years back, so all the scientists or all the philosophers, they were not limited to only one area, because the all areas of learning, they are linked to each other, they are related to each other. So if you have the multidisciplinary knowledge, you can improve, and you can contribute well in the research and the society.
Wonderful. And they are interdependent actually.
Of course, yeah. No major or no field can stand alone.
Yes, of course. What makes an effective educator today?
What makes an effective
Educator today.
educator today? Okay. The first thing is, like, the skills which are needed.
Mhm.
They should learn, as I said, nowadays it is the era of AI technology, and also it is a global world. So the first thing, a student need to learn language. The second, they should invest their time in learning technology. They get familiar with technology, specifically AI, and then they focus on research. the real research. They should find a way, and they should engage in different activities. And I think these days it is very easy to access the online learning and
Yeah.
different things to learn. So
So you the
it
first
makes a good educator.
knowledge, adaptability is also one of the most important thing. Research
Yes.
skills, digital literacy, and if someone is unable to integrate artificial intelligence into their education, that is going to be obsolete, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes. Yeah. Indeed.
Okay. How does higher education shape leadership?
Higher education, if I say in a way, higher education has, it is not a specific area, higher education, it has many disciplines. But like my field, I'm in education, my field is higher education, so it is different. But total higher education in English or whatever, it like university education, we call it higher education. So, if it is about all the measures related to higher education, it enhance your confidence, it enhance your learning. And when you learn, so you can you are able to speak, and you can see the problem in a different way, and then you can easily find a solution for it. You can identify the problem, diagnose it, and then you can find a solution for it. So it is, of course, it enhance
Lead,
you can say the
lead.
your overall personality, and like the way of you think.
So you mean to say that it builds critical thinking skills, problem solving skills, and strategic planning abilities.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what is the core message of this academic journey, of your academic journey?
uh, I will just say one thing: learn more, invest in your personality, and contribute to the world.
Wonderful, excellent. Okay, the next part, it's about future of online education. How is online education changing the world?
The simple example is, now I'm in China and you are in Pakistan,
Yeah.
but we can engage and we can talk on different problems. So online education provides a very good opportunity for those students who are not able to go to the far location to distance, and this is also affordable, like the cost effective, so
Positive.
everyone can access to the very high quality education in learning process,
So you may say it is accessible to students
to
globally,
everyone.
cost effective.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
Why is student engagement important in online learning?
Okay, as in a PhD research, I will just cite. I have a paper here, because in when you are doing a research, so you cannot say your own things. So you must have to get an evidence on it. So there is in front of me, there is a study of where they say there are seven elements of online learning which you can run in a successful classroom, and these elements include appropriate training for faculty, creating an active learning environment,
Mhm.
chunking lessons into smaller bits of information, and creating smaller discussion group. Also, picking and choosing when it to insert to the whys. So the discussion must is important, the technology, the internet, and like not the long lectures like in the traditional classroom. We have to keep it in a small parts of information, so they are important for online lecturing.
Wonderful, excellent. How can online platforms improve learning outcomes?
Yeah. uh, it can improve the most. The teacher try to engage students with yourself, like in online learning, if the student is not engaged, if it is not motivated, they cannot learn. So the most in the more interactive the online learning is, the more students they get engaged with the discussion with the teacher, so the more they can learn.
Okay, great. What challenges exist in online education?
Specifically, if I talk about my country, Pakistan, so there is a problem of electricity, the high-speed internet. That is and the digital illiteracy. That is like the people, they are not mostly aware of the familiar with the technology and the digital tools.
Yeah, of course. How can teachers increase engagement online?
The first thing, teacher training is important. They should learn the different tool about the different tools, how they can integrate in their teaching learning process. The first thing is teacher training. They must be aware of these things. And the second thing, in the online learning process, teacher should not be a teacher. He must be a facilitator or the partner of the process with the students. They should be there should be teacher student interaction. The most they are interact and they give opportunity to students, so the more the students will learn.
Okay, so the teacher should not be just giving lectures. He
Yeah,
should be using interactive tools of, AI, for example, can be
of course.
discussions and multimedia content, and we can also use
Absolutely.
breakout rooms.
Yes, breakout rooms are there. Yeah. Yes.
Why is research important in online education?
uh, it is the same thing like research. If there is no research, there is no solution to the problem. So
Hmm.
always, if you want to improve anything or like the learning process, you must have to one must have to do research to first identify the issue, then diagnose it, and then find a solution. So as it is important in the traditional way, it is important because the online, this is now the the new way of learning. So there are a lot of barriers, a lot of challenges. So research is more important here than the traditional one.
Okay, all right. And how does technology improve education quality?
Technology, how does it improve? uh,
Yeah.
Mostly in the old era, like we were students, so there was no integration of technology in education, or it was very rare. But nowadays, every student, every person, they can access to education through technology. So if
Yeah.
there is no technology awareness, technology knowledge in this digital era, the learning cannot be happens. So the students are familiar with technology. They are aware of it. They can learn. The technology plays a very important role because now we are interacting through technology. If there
Yeah,
is no proper chain, so there will no learning happen properly.
of course. Wonderful. What is the future of online universities?
uh, Actually, my current research that is also about like the comparison of traditional and virtual university in Pakistan.
Mhm.
Like it is engagement, but the part is the comparison of both. So the online education in all over the world, they are focusing on it. And from here in China, I did three courses from US, like from Maryland University I did, and from the Oxford University I did, from the Cambridge I did. So I did three courses online. The world is shifting toward online education, virtual education. And like all those university which are providing face-to-face learning system, they are also shifting towards online. Because if the in the traditional way, you have you must have a proper infrastructure in everything, but in online you can gain many students. You can attract many students and involve them in learning, teaching, learning process. They can learn from everywhere. So the future is of digital era in online education.
And they will become more interactive and AI driven and globally connected.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And like in diverse culture, they can learn differently and they can explore the different world.
Great. How can online education support lifelong learning?
Uh, Online education itself is not the things, but what is available on online education, what the student exists, that they enhance lifelong learning. Like the more you learn, you read, you interact, the more your lifelong learning persist, and you can prevail it.
Yeah, so you mean to say that it allows people to learn anytime and anywhere.
Yes.
What last question? What is the biggest advantage of online education?
Accessibility, quality of education, and cost effectiveness.
Wonderful, excellent. Zahoor Hassan, it was really a wonderful discussion, and we have
Thank you
learned
so
some
much.
new ideas from you. And the viewer must have enjoyed your discussion. It was a fruitful
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
and really we are proud of you to be here, and we'll be in connection with each other. I would like to conclude it with a few words, and then we will say goodbye to the viewers. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Dear viewers, this academic journey reflects the strength of lifelong learning, research excellence, and educational leadership. From multiple master's degrees to PhD research at Huazhong University of Science and Technology, and from teacher training at AFAQ and PELICS Educational Complex to exploring student engagement in modern education, it represents a powerful commitment to improving learning systems worldwide. In the age of digital transformation, online education is not just an alternative, it is the future. And educators who combine research, experience, and innovation are the true architects of this future. Education is not just about teaching, it is about transforming lives through knowledge, research, and innovation. Thanks a lot, Zahoor Hassan. It was a
My
wonderful
pleasure. Thank you
discussion.
so much.
And thanks a lot, viewers. See you in the next episode. Bye for now. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. See you. Thank you.
See you.